Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and episode number 29. Yeah, I have my hair all up in the back of my head because it's really hot. It's humidity that makes it unbearable. But hopefully you can hear me because I have the fan on behind me. Grab a cup. Today I have chocolate raspberry with it's peppermint mocha. I love those together. They're wonderful. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. I'd said that before. Well, I'm going to start right out with Christys Closet D-Stash. Last week you had a chance to win this mystery yarn. I'm using a new camera today, and it worked great yesterday on our live, so I'm trying it out again. I'm not sure what it's going to be like, but let's try it. These were won by Aisha, and I'm sure she'll see the video when she gets a chance, and she'll let me know that she won. Next week's D-Stash is one skein of Stitch Studio by Nicole, and this is a 100%, yes it is, 100% acrylic, 255 yards, a 3 light, and this was an AC Moore brand, and this one is called Ribbon Candy Pink. You get one of those. This is a D-Stash on my Facebook page, so if you're not a member, you need to be. And you get 2 of these Red Heart Classics. Look at that color. These are a 4 medium. They are also 100% acrylic. And this one has, well, probably 146 yards, 3 ounces, and the colorway is Tropical Fruits. So look at that. How do you win these? You become a member of my Facebook page, hit the announcements tab, find all the shenanigans going on over there, and find the post for the weekly D-Stash and follow the directions on how to enter this week. And there's a whole bunch of reminders I'm going to be doing today because it's getting close to the end of the month. So I'm going to go over that real quick. We have Hats, and More Hats. It's an ongoing yearly make-along, and that is coming to the end of the month. And this month, the prize is a Premier Woods. All you have to do for that is just make a hat every month, and your name will be post the photo, and your name will be entered in the month. Now this one is June, and there'll be a new prize, and July post will be set up for July. There is a show and tell, which is also a yearly make along going on, and that one is to show us your makes that don't fall into any other category for the month, for the quarter. So your hats are going to go in your hats, in my hats make along. So other things that don't fall into those categories, like if your lit cal would go in that post, it wouldn't go in show and tell. So show and tell is a quarterly, and this month, this quarter was this bag. You get the kit to make this bag. It's a Mary Maxim kit, and you get all the yarn to do it. And this was Twisted, a jean yarn, and that is you still have a chance to get in that. It's a show and tell quarterly, and it ends at the end of June. There'll be a brand new show and tell put up, and that will start July 1st and run July, August, and September. I haven't picked the prizes for that yet. Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge. I host that with Christy Cook from Teadoddles, and this month was the garden theme. We have our own Facebook page for that make along. It's a year long also, and that monthly gift this month was a garden poncho kit, and that was also a Mary Maxim kit. So if you want to win this kit, you got to go over to the Facebook page where the yarn challenge is and post a garden themed scrappy item that you made, and I'll be drawing that at the end of the month. The Clemente Poncho is a challenge for June and July, and it is a poncho that I picked off the Line Brand website, and a lot of you got that from me posting it, got the pattern. But if you haven't got the pattern and you still want it, just email me and I'll send it to you. It is a very nice poncho that is sewn on the sides, so it does have arms. It's a real quick make, and I'm doing a random draw today on it, and it's going to be for this skein of yarn. It is a willow skein. It is superwashed merino, 50% and 50% acrylic. It's beautiful. It's a fuchsia color, and it has 206 yards on it. And I said I was picking a random draw out of there. I only saw 5 photos that were in there. I do have a video. I'm going to post that on the Facebook page later of the winner. But the winner has been drawn, and that name is Pamela Barton, and that is Pamela's Adoring Crochet. She has her own channel, so congratulations to Pamela. Let me know when you see this video, and I'll get your prize right out to you. Also, yesterday was episode number 5 of Hook and Stitch Live. What a day! We had lots of new people come on, lots of great content. Just had a great time. We always do. So I believe that Kim has picked her winner already. For during the show, we put anybody who comes on the show and enters into the live and talks and shows things. She doesn't do it all the time, but every now and again she picks a winner out of those. And there was 7 girls on the show yesterday, and she picked a winner and gave a little prize to that winner. And I said that if you watched the show and you commented below the replay video, that I would also pick a winner from there. And I'm going to, for this skein of Aurora in Woodland, but I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do that later on tonight because not many people have seen it, and I'll give them just a little bit more time. Maybe they'll see it on here. So that could be you. You might win one of those. I just really liked that yarn, so I thought I'd share it with you. So what we've been doing on our lives the last 3 months is we've been working on a Kale together, Kim Thompson and I, and it was working on the What Time Is Lit Kale, which is actually the Lost in Time shawl by Johanna Lindsay Lindahl. I will post that link below to this pattern, and I thought I'd show you my progress on it. Now I am using a 2 fine, and where that stitch marker is where I was last time you saw it. And I'm changing every single row. I'm changing colors. And then when I got down here, I decided that there was a single row and a double row that I didn't change. I let it go for 2 rows. It just made that stripe just a little bit bigger. But I thought that the way I've been changing it has been coming out amazing. It is an amazing shawl if you've never done it. So I'm not quite done, or not even halfway through my skeins yet, so I'm going to keep going because I don't think it's big enough yet. So that's going to be beautiful. Okay, that's one of my whips or works in progress. I also have not brought this one out in a while. This one is a blanket I'm knitting. I'm using a big twist. It's got a halo, big halo. And this is something I got from somebody who won a bag of day prize, and they gave it to me. It's 100% acrylic, and it's going to go a long way. These big scoops like this have a ton of yarn in them. It's an 8-ounce skein, and it's got 447 yards. So I started it in the corner, down there in the corner, and I'm working corner to corner. I'm using the pattern that I learned from the washcloth pattern from Bonnie Bay Crochet, and instead of stopping where she says on row 47 or whatever, I'm just going to keep going, and when I get about halfway, then I'll do the instructions for going back the other way. So that's all I'm doing, is just using that washcloth pattern, the granny's favorite or whatever washcloth pattern, where you put the edging right on. So that's where I was the last time that you saw it, right there, where the little dachshund is. So I thought I'd do a couple rows on that because I need to. There's a pattern in there. I might have threw something in there that I need, so I guess I'll take that out and look it over. I've been missing a couple patterns recently, so this could be very much I needed that. Okay, so another work in progress that I'm working on. I was working on this on the live yesterday. So some of you have seen it. Now, a couple weeks ago, hang on, let me get the book. A couple weeks ago, I finished a sweater out of this book, and it was a book I got from Hirschner's. And this one was called the Eyelet sweater, or the Eyelet. And it was eyelet lace. Okay, so I did that sweater couple weeks ago, and I did it in that hand dyed. It's the Lion brand hand dyed wool, and this was the Cosmopolitan colorway. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make, I don't know if these buttons are gonna stay. The third button always unbuttons. I'm thinking of changing that button to a different style. Oh, I'll have to change all three if I do it. They just go so well. Anyway, so I thought I would do a hat to match. So here's the skein that's left, what I have left. And the color is Cosmopolitan, if I didn't say that. So I went ahead and cast on 60 stitches. And there's my cast on. I did 2x2 rib for approximately 5 or 6 rows. It's not really important how many, just as long as it fits when I get done. If it doesn't, well, I'll make another one. But I'm almost done. I'm gonna go probably about 6 inches, and then I'm gonna decrease rows for a couple rows, and then I'll probably just cinch it closed. So I'm really proud of that. So then yesterday somebody sent me a message and said that they wanted a couple of hats made, or a lady wanted a hat made, and she wanted it in an old-fashioned style. And they sent me a picture. And this is exactly what the picture looked like to me. So I went ahead and did a circle of 5 rows with a G hook. Then you go ahead. I actually will post a tutorial on this, link the tutorial on this, and then you start going side to side with a shell stitch, and that's pretty much all it is. It took no time at all. So she said she wanted one for a newborn photo op, and I said okay. And she does want booties, and I just haven't done them yet, but I will. So then the lady that ordered them said she wanted a hat just like it in a pair of booties for somebody else. So I went ahead and did, and she asked for sunflower buttons. So I went ahead and went up to an H because I don't think that's going to fit very long. So I went ahead and did one in an H. Same exact pattern. And then added the sunflower buttons on the side. And again, I will do a pair of booties to match, so that one's pretty much done too. That didn't take very long at all. Now, on the live, I was so thrilled because this week was the week that I needed to know how I was going to do, what I was going to do to do the sleeves on a sweater that I have showed you many times. And my girlfriend Lori and I got together on a Zoom type chat, or video chat, and she showed me how to do the magic loop. So I am so thrilled. That is not hard. So now I know how to do that, and I went ahead and finished this sweater with the magic loop on the sleeves, and I'm so proud. So this sweater was done in Sedona Cozy Baby, which is a 3 light. It is 70% acrylic, 30% polyamide, so it's that really soft one. I just love this yarn. I did a whole sweater out of this, and I bet you I can get another one. Yeah, I bet you I can. I don't know, I have to weigh it to see how much I actually used. So here's the sweater. It's all done. Now, in the camera, you're seeing a stripe real dark on one side and real light on the other, but let me tell you, this is adorable in this. You can barely, that's really like bringing the stripes out, but you can barely see it. It is just the prettiest greens and yellows and peach. But yep, here's the sleeves all done. I did them in magic loop. There's the cuffs, and I just think that is the cutest little sweater. And I mean, I do a lot of sweaters, but I just like this one. It's just so soft, and I just put 3 buttons on. Now this pattern, I'll link the pattern below. It didn't tell you to put any buttonholes in, so I did it the way it was telling me to do it, and I didn't put them in, and it was because you were going to add on strings and ties. Okay, well, if you notice, this sweater, the buttons are unbuttoning because the buttonhole is made by a yarn over, so it leaves a hole there, and that's what you use for the buttonhole. And with me being a new knitter, it's leaving too big a hole. So really, it's probably a good idea that I didn't do that yet until I get used to it. But if you think about it, if you just leave it go and make your own hole later on, it will make a little hole there, and you can just put a little tiny button on, and yeah, so that's what I did there. And then this one had a hood. So there's my hood, and I've shown it before many times. So isn't that the cutest? Just love this sweater. I'm going to make more of them. I think the next one I do, though, is going to be without a hood, just because I just want to practice and do some different sweaters, different patterns. So last night I whipped up a pair of booties to match, and these are not perfect twins. They are not. Because of the colorway. So even the bottoms are different. But I love them. They're wonderful. Make sure I told you everything I wanted to tell you. Yes, it looks like I did. Okay. So I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to have, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have an unboxing this week. Maybe. I don't have any of the knit crates, so maybe I will. That sounds like a plan. So I will see you all later. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, I know. I didn't remind you to head back on over to episode 27 and make sure you get a comment on there, because there's a 500 subscriber giveaway going on, and I'm going to pull the winner next week. So thanks for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.